Right, this is Product Shard, bringing you some more Torchlight 2 patch information. The one I uploaded yesterday was actually from the 5th of October. It's now the 12th, and after I saw that Torchlight had updated, I just clicked on the first Steam thing about an update, and that was a previous one. But this is for the 11th of October, and start with performance things. They've improved some performance issues and rendering, so that just goes a little bit quicker, and they've put in pre-caching of skills, missiles and particles, because otherwise the first time you use them on some computers and machines, it would make it lag really bad. I personally had that, so for the first minute or two, the frame rate, or it wasn't really the frame rate, but it would just skip about and lag at certain times when you cast the different skills for the first time. But they fixed that, and that shouldn't happen anymore. They fixed some crash where when your pet died while it was trying to restore a save or something. I'm not too sure what it means by that, but they fixed a crash. For skills, some issues with the Stormclaw bolt chaining, they fixed that. The Blazing Pillar no longer gives enemies the ability to burn you, which it used to, which could probably get pretty annoying if you've got Blazing Pillar at a high level. Shock Bolts and Shocking Orb can now build charge, which is pretty useful. And the Blade Pact and Stone Pact only last for a limited time, where I'm guessing they used to last for a lot longer. Well, they last for the listed time, so it might have been that they weren't lasting long enough or lasting way too long. For items, the Lore item set now has a Tangle ability instead of the Acid Rain proc, which was non-functional. So they've changed that rather than trying to fix it. I'm guessing there was some sort of problem that stopped them doing that. And several affixes that work based on unit proximity can now work in parallel. So there are a few things that kind of, depending on how many enemies are within a certain area of you, it gives you a different skill or different percentage of something. So they can now work all in parallel, rather than only one of them working. Gameplay stuff, set bonuses based on nearby monster count work properly, so that was the same as I just said, but they're now working properly. Multiplayer XP distribution fixes, so that's just in multiplayer, trying to make that better. This was pretty good when left click skills are bound, so if you put a skill to your left click rather than normal attack, if you clicked to attack and then clicked somewhere else, your player would rotate, and then the skill would go in the other direction rather than the direction you clicked first. So they fixed that. Like the second click doesn't rotate your character. The player block cap has been set to 75 instead of 50, so if you use shields and stuff, that's pretty good for you. Elemental armor reduction can't reduce armor below 0, so that's pretty good. Because I'm guessing if it goes below 0, then their damage starts multiplying. And champions and siege turrets now have 100% charm resistance. I have no idea what charm does, but there you go. And miscellaneous stuff. The engineer armor set, one of them was showing up as just a white geometry, but they've now fixed the textures on there, and some minor level fixes. So kind of just building upon the last fix there was. That one was a lot bigger, but this is just the main things from the 11th of October patch, and cheers for listening.